Oh, I'm just grooving over here. Welcome, everybody, to Mic Drop Comedy, the Chandler edition. Hi, I'm Sari Beliak. Welcome back. I'm very excited today. We have a special guest here with us, Milan Patel from Los Angeles. Hi, Milan. How are you?
Hey Sari, I'm doing good. It was cool to see you groove over there for a second.
Yeah, that intro
I was gonna
music
groove a
is
little.
it was kind of hot, right? Hopefully, people will also check the video option. It's kind of funky.
It was good. I liked it.
So I'm very excited that you're coming to visit us at Mic Drop in Chandler this Sunday. Have you been to Phoenix or Chandler before?
No, sorry. My
Everybody's
I have
blowing up right now.
I have audio coming in from a different source right now. I'm so sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm
You can
good
try
now.
that
Sorry.
again.
Yeah,
Um,
let's do it again.
that's all right. That's why we got Nick. She's a pro.
No worries, I'll mark
Have
this
you
down.
ever been to Phoenix or Chandler before?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I have some family friends that live, I think actually in Chandler. So it's been maybe 20 years, probably more than that, since I've been to Phoenix. But I've been all around Arizona. We went to like Sedona and I forget where Tustin. Is Tustin a place?
Tustin, I think so. Well, if so, I don't know what it is. Did you get some crystals in Sedona?
I we went panning for gold somewhere. Is that
That's a good
I don't
one.
know. Yeah, and somebody did find gold. I think we were kids, and like one of my cousins did find like a gold nugget. That was actually worth quite a bit. So
That's exciting.
big mistake
Um,
from the mining company to like leave that one in the mix. They're supposed to.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're supposed to find those ones before the tourists come over.
you said that was your cousin that found it?
Yeah.
What is that cousin doing now? Did they leverage that gold that they found?
Oh yeah, I mean they're a billionaire now. They're like
Crypto?
Warren, yeah, they're like Warren Buffett. They turned one gold nugget into $1 billion of crypto.
I happen to love Sedona. It's like, I don't know, an hour and a half or 2 hours north from us here in Phoenix, but
Okay.
it's definitely a strange place, like where everyone's just like, come get your aura red and like get your crystal. I like going there, like the hiking there is really beautiful. There's a lot of good
Yeah,
spots, but it's a for sure like it's a weird spot.
I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, there's something to those red rocks. There's some weird force emanating in that part of the desert.
They are
Uh,
quite magical.
they're very cool. It's a distinct memory of mine. So all of that is to say, yes, I've been to Phoenix before. The only thing I remember about Phoenix is when I was a kid, I wanted to play basketball at 5 p.m. and everyone looked at me like I was crazy. They're like, you can't go outside right now. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Like you'll die if you
Okay,
try to go outside."
and I'm assuming this was like summertime.
This was summertime. Yeah, people were looking at me like I was insane.
Okay, so you'll be happy to know right now in February the weather is very nice. You might even need a jacket.
Oh, that is good. That's kind of why I did this podcast, is to get a weather report from you
Yeah,
guys.
I am
Yeah.
a woman on the ground for you. I can tell you today the weather was beautiful. It was a little cold and rainy, so you can get your like white girl your coffee and kind of hold it and like look out the
Ooh.
window while you're here. I think you'll like it much more than trying to play basketball in the afternoon in the summer when you can like fry eggs on the sidewalk.
Yeah, no, I look forward to that. That's a vibe. I'm gonna be doing that. It's actually in California, it's the exact same weather. It's just been like raining and then like slightly cool. So
Yeah.
I think I'm much more mentally prepared now to come to Phoenix. It's 20 years in the making, but I'm finally ready to conquer Phoenix.
You know, I have a feeling you're going to find gold again.
Yes, comedic
Yeah,
gold. Is
comedic
that a good
gold.
transition?
Yeah. I think we're crushing it.
Yeah.
Um, so you live in Los Angeles, yes?
Yes, I do. I've lived here for 7 years now, almost. But I'm from Portland, Oregon, or like a suburb of Portland, Oregon. It's called
Okay.
Vancouver, Washington. Yeah.
So, is your move from Portland to LA, is that for comedy or for other?
Yeah, I'm
That was when you were doing that?
de yeah, definitely moved here to do stand up and writing and other types of things. So
Nice. So how long have you been out in Los Angeles?
About 7 years now.
Okay. And what part of LA do you reside?
I just moved to Glendale. I moved today, actually.
I was
So,
going to mention it. I was like, not to put you on the spot, but Nick, our producer, and I were talking, and I was like, he said he's moving today. I was like, that's
yeah.
pretty impressive because that's usually a super stressful experience.
Well, it's a little less stressful. I'm moving in with my girlfriend, who already lives in this place, so it's not like having to move in somewhere, set up the Wi-Fi. I mean, that would be
Yeah.
impressive if I like called the internet company. I was like, "Hey, I have to record this podcast. I need you guys to
Yeah.
come ASAP."
I'm very important. We need to get this set up. That's why I was impressed yesterday. You're like, yeah, no, it'll be fine. We'll have it
That'll be
set up. I was
fine.
like,
Yeah.
are you sure we can reschedule if you need to?
Yeah, you probably thought like, "Wow, this guy has a whole team just setting up his internet for
Yeah,
him and
he's
like
got
helping
his
him move."
assistant and his manager on it.
No. It's all me. It's all me.
I love it. I love it. So it sounds like you started doing comedy in Portland. Is that right?
Yes. Well, I started in Seattle actually when I went to
Okay.
college in Seattle. So, first couple of years of doing comedy was there, and then moved to Portland after that, and was in Portland for like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years doing comedy.
Very cool. How was your experience starting in Portland?
Portland was fun. There was a lot of comedy. There was a lot of like opportunity to do stand up when I was there, and Seattle is technically where I started, and I had a really great time living in Seattle and doing comedy there because it's a bigger city than Portland, and like there were just a lot of diversity in terms of like the types of comedy and the types of comedians that you would see, and then Portland was kind of going into a smaller kind of friendlier scene and just having a lot of opportunities to like get on stage and kind of develop my voice. So I love starting in Seattle and Portland. I made a lot of great friends and was able to kind of develop there.
That's really cool. I'm
Yeah,
thinking I haven't performed in Portland. My like things I've heard about this like the scene there and people there obviously people worrying about like saying the wrong thing or
yeah,
people being offended, so it's interesting to hear. I've also heard that people are just like, yeah, if you're not a jerk or a horrible person, like you can do comedy everywhere. There's tons of great opportunities there.
yeah, definitely. Like when I was there, maybe now it's less woke, I guess, just
Hmm.
because everything's less woke now. But I'm
Yeah,
actually very grateful for, being in a place like that when I was developing because it forces you to, to be sensitive and careful about what you say and like how you say it. And it kind of made me a better comedian. And in general, like the culture and the politics of a place like that are what I agree with anyway. So I brushed up against it a lot in my early years of doing comedy, but I'm ultimately grateful for learning how to do comedy there.
that's really cool to hear. We should
Yeah,
cut that sound bite. That's nice to hear that
yeah,
that it encourages people to not just go for like the first thought or low hanging fruit, to like really consider and do thoughtful comedy.
yeah. I
That's
think
really
there's a lot of thoughtful, like interesting comedy that has comedians that have come out of Portland, whether they still live there or live in LA now.
So what would you say in moving to LA, what was like the biggest shock for you? Either LA related or comedy related, like moving there from Portland and after living like more Pacific Northwest. I know coming out to LA, like what were you just like, this place is bonkers?
um, not in
Or
a
have
bad
you
way,
not learned
but
that it's bonkers yet?
yeah, I had a blast. Like a lot of people move to LA and they maybe don't like it, especially if they come from a smaller scene. But I was just so uh, taken aback in a good way by like how many shows were happening every night, like how many comedians were performing, how many different types of comedians. Again, just like the diversity of uh, comedians and comedic styles and all that stuff. Like I was in a good way blown away and surprised by how endless it all feels. I've gotten to know more people as I've been here over the last few years, but it still feels like there's a lot of stuff I don't know. And there's always new people moving here, and there's new people starting shows, and it just feels like, in a good way, like I'll never be able to understand the breadth of, what's going on here,
Hmm.
either, but both in comedy and then like other art forms too. I've met people that do, TV stuff, film stuff, like animation, art, and that was kind of the thing that I was blown away by.
Hmm. Are you interested in those avenues as well?
Yeah, I like writing. I have animated before, and I'm interested in
Very
getting back
cool.
into it again. Yeah, and I like everything, so I'm very flexible. And stand up, I'll always kind of do stand up because it's just what I've been doing for so long, and I enjoy it. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in all those other things too.
But it sounds like the stand-up aspect of it came first for you.
Yeah, stand up just was the first thing that I did. It's the most accessible thing. I mean, for better or for worse, it's a pretty low barrier to entry. You just have to I mean, if most places, if
Need
you can
like,
just like afford a Diet Coke, you can get on stage and pretty
yeah.
much say whatever you want. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
Yeah,
thing, but there's some.
let's not put that out there, Milan. We don't want to spread the word. You're like, if you're a little bit mentally ill and you got like $1, whatever, for a soda,
Yeah, people are like, I could have, yeah, I
yeah.
could afford a Diet Coke.
Like, I
Yeah.
just went through a divorce. I could say some horrible things into a microphone.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy on this podcast said I could do it.
Yeah, he believed in me. Um, Real quick, Nick, do you have any updates? I'm looking. We can just keep chatting, but it looks like we're still awaiting our questions.
Yeah, so far we're waiting. I even texted Jenny and Carlos direct, even if they gave me screenshots. But we'll see.
Okay, that's fine. I just was like, I don't want to keep yapping. If we got, I
I
can
can try to I can try to guess like your favorite foods.
guess. You want to guess the answers without just.
Yeah, your favorite movie, your
Um,
I don't know, favorite article of clothing.
I was really excited to see because I followed you on social media for looks like years before this. I don't know
Oh,
where I
nice.
saw you, but yeah, I love all of your clips, and I was excited
Thank
to
you.
see you recorded at or you performed at Netflix as a joke.
Yeah, they do like a Netflix introducing series every year, and they record a little special for you. I think mine's like about 9-ish minutes, and they put it on YouTube. So it's confusing, but I have a Netflix special on YouTube. It's only on
Yeah,
YouTube, but it was a cool opportunity to do. It was my first taping.
that okay. Tell us about that because I feel like that would be so exciting and terrifying. What was that like for you?
Yeah, I was surprised, but I was actually pretty scared. Because I've been doing comedy for a really long time, and so when you get to do your first taping, like 10, 15 years into stand up, there's a lot of pressure on it. And so your instincts do kick in eventually, but it was cool. We did like early show and a late show, and then you get to kind of like edit together the best parts of each one or
Okay.
whatever. But I think mine ended up just being the late show was my set that I ended up doing. But yeah, it was like a nerve wracking thing. But I invited a lot of my friends out. And preparing for it was a really interesting experience because it's not like preparing for a regular show. You're preparing for a filmed showcase type of thing. And so I had a lot of opportunities to like run the set around LA before I filmed it. And
Hmm.
the actual experience was really cool just because it was like a huge theater
Yeah.
in Los Angeles.
Where was it
I want
recorded?
to
It looked really
I,
beautiful.
I want to say the Avalon Theater in Los Angeles. And I think it's in West Hollywood. And yeah, it was just really cool. It was cool to perform in a huge theater that was packed out. And other than that, it was kind of just like doing a normal set.
Now, was something with Netflix? Did they obviously like for a late night set, they would maybe tell you like, don't say this or you can't, use this brand name. Does Netflix do anything like that with your material, or they're just like, go for it, say what
I
you want?
think, yeah, I think overall they're just like go for it, say whatever you want. There's not the same. restrictions as you would have with TV, obviously, because this is just going to go online. So you can say whatever you want, but they pick people, I think, who they believe will do material that's in line with what they want to put out there anyway. So
Yes.
they give you notes before you do your set. You kind of tell them the jokes that you want to do, and they can obviously, I'm sure they could say yes or no to certain things, but nothing that I wanted to do was controversial or anything like that.
Not really
I,
your
I,
style.
no, but I mean, also you just think about like the Netflix specials that they put on their platform and like the types of
Yeah.
comedians, and it's a huge variety. I mean, they put on like all types of comedians who say crazy stuff, and
Yeah.
so there's not much that you could say, I think, at this point that's going to shock anyone.
It would be wild if you had gotten that opportunity and you were like, you know what? I'm gonna do some like bad boy comedy stuff and just like
Some
blow
people
your
did.
10 minutes at the theater with like your worst
No,
possible takes.
yeah, I mean you joke, but like there were people on the showcase where like the first show, the first taping, they did stuff where they like, flipped off the Netflix logo on sorry, I don't know if I'm
Mm,
allowed to put my middle finger up right now, but
I'm sure it's fine.
but they like flipped off the Netflix logo and started like humping it and like doing all this stuff like, yeah,
No.
screw Netflix. And yeah, they were trying to do like a bad boy set, and I'm like, I mean, who is this for? Nobody cares that you're
Oh
sticking it to
no.
Netflix right now. You're sticking it to a company that you agreed to do a special for.
That is wild. I mean, it
Yeah.
always, I'm, man, it's so funny. Like, there's so many things in comedy that I'm like, oh, sorry to bother you, this and that. And then I hear about somebody like getting an opportunity to record for
Yeah.
Netflix, and they're like, what if I rubbed my junk on this like light
Yeah.
thing or, against the curtains and flipped everyone off? I'm just
Yeah,
like,
I think
oh, you know
it's
what? I could probably email this person and ask like if they would, help me with something.
yeah, the bar's definitely been lowered by that person to the degree where it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
as long as I don't do that, I should be eligible for this opportunity.
Yeah, that's always inspiring to hear as somebody that's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, sorry to bother you. I'm a little bit funny. I'm sorry." And then just like, "Oh, this person's going for it. I should really embrace that."
Yeah, they're like, yeah, yeah, you can do it. Just don't hump the logo. Just don't hump the Netflix logo,
And you're
please.
like,
That's our
"Dang,
only name.
that was my opener."
Yeah, yeah. Well, when you tell me to do something, not do something, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you get to
but
watch some of the other comics recording for the Netflix is a joke, like for the specials?
yeah, so it was like a showcase. We all recorded in the same show, the same evening. So everybody was in the green room together, and it was cool to like meet everybody, and you got to see everybody do their set, and you do your set, and then you go backstage, and everybody claps, and you tell you, hey, good job. So all that was, yeah, I did get to see everybody perform.
Nice. I love that. Um, Nick, was that something from you? Oh, I thought.
I think it might have been from Carlos actually. I think he sent, and if you didn't get it, let me know. But he sent us the video like screenshot of the questions.
Oh, through text?
Yeah,
Okay.
from text, and I just sent it to you too directly, just in case.
Perfect. I have it on. I'm on Do Not Disturb, so
Yeah,
I. It doesn't look like I got that. I got, I think, a video of him driving. Oh, okay.
I sent
Oh,
it to
and
you also,
see,
just in case.
this is. These are the questions that I did with him. Is this the right one? Oh wait, week two. Okay.
Yeah, I think he scrolls through it for you.
And
So
you
just
sent it
pause.
as a screenshot?
I
Oh
sent it as a
no.
video also, just in case you didn't get it from him.
All right.
Would you like me to take screenshots? Would that be easier?
I tried to.
I can do that for you. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Well, just as a warm up, I saw one of the previous questions. Do you know what the largest organ is in the body, Milan?
The skin.
Yeah, I just to give you a teaser of where
Let's
we're
do that one again so that I look really smart.
just as a warm up. I know I
Yeah.
did I recorded an episode with Carlo. Let's see. And I was very nervous for it because he had been like, "Wow, Sari did this. She's a writer. She's so smart." And I was like, let's not give me like too high of a bar because I feel like you're gonna ask me these questions.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, how many states are there? And be like, oh, I just panic. I'm pretty sure I know how many, but
49.
All right, I'm gonna send you these screenshots so they're a little easier to read.
Oh, magnificent. Um, all right. Good. I like it's like my neighbor intuits when it's like, you know what? Now's a great time for me to make a shit ton of noise. He just is like, let me go outside and start like banging on trash cans and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that a yeah? I love that. We love our neighbors. We love building community.
we all love community.
We love being part of a community.
Yes.
So we have reached our trivia portion. So we call this what do we call this? We have good to know or get to know. I think this is good to know, right, Nick? I'm a seasoned professional at this. This is good to know.
Yeah.
Right.
Good to know.
Good to know.
Good
We
to
just
know.
got done getting to know.
Yeah, good. Yeah, this is great to know.
Yeah.
So we're going to start out with, I believe this is going to be a softball question for you. I have a lot of faith in you. So first question.
Good. I love softball questions. Those are my favorite types of questions.
I know you said you're a big sports guy. What is the fourth number in pi?
It can't be 5. Is it 5?
Unfortunately, it is not 5.
Okay. Yeah, it wouldn't be like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That would be cool if it was. We're actually approaching Pi Day. Have you ever celebrated Pi Day 3/14?
I think like in school when I had like a very nerdy math teacher, they were like, "It's
Yeah.
pie day. We're all gonna eat pie."
We had a friend that would always celebrate. He'd throw a big party for Pi Day because obviously a huge nerd, and everybody would bring different pies and pizza and celebrate Pi Day. Unfortunately, the answer is 1. I think it's like 3.1417. I don't know. I feel like I used to know how many. Nick, do you know?
Mm-mm.
How many
But
digits of pi?
3.1457. Oh my gosh. I don't
1,
look.
5,
Yeah.
7.
Wait. Also, this was the softball question? Like how much harder is he's gonna get?
It's gonna get a lot worse, Milan.
Okay.
I don't know what you were
Great.
studying up in Seattle.
I wasn't memorizing pi.
What did you study in school?
I studied business and English, specifically marketing and creative writing. So
Okay, so actually perfect for comedy.
the trajectory was to go into advertising, but I started touring ad agencies, and I hated everybody who worked in advertising because they thought they were really funny, and it bothered me.
I get that. I do some copywriting and stuff for ad agencies, and I understand what you are.
There's a personality type. Yeah.
There is like the branding people, and I'm like, oh, I'm very different from you. I'm like more shy and weird, and they're like really excited and have lots of ideas.
Lots of ideas, yeah.
Okay, maybe I oversold this one. I'm hoping that this next one is going to be a little bit more in the softball. How many ounces are in a pound?
16 ounces.
Yes. Crushed it.
Hell yeah.
Crushed it.
And that's just for anybody. That is not a softball question. Only geniuses would know that.
Yeah.
The answer to that.
That's a business and what was it? Creative writing, marketing, English, all of those. The mastermind.
Only a creative writing major would know how many ounces are in a pound.
Yeah, I mean, I feel this way when I have to do math at my barista job. I'm like, oh, good thing I paid attention when I was getting a gender studies and American studies degree.
Yeah.
I'm
sure that I'm sure that is actually pretty relevant in the barista game. There's probably
Yeah,
gender politics that come into play.
yeah, it's true. Thank you. Thank you. I'll let my parents know that I haven't totally just wasted all of my money. Um, okay, this is a good one. I'm interested to hear if you can name three of these. Can you name three artists that have performed at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I can do that.
How
um,
how many can you name? Let's see.
okay. I mean, Creed obviously played. I say obviously, but there's a famous video of the guy from Creed like on wires, like flying through the stadium. So
I'm already blown away because I didn't know this. Is
it's a
it
good video. Look it up. It's pretty awesome.
okay? That's
Uh,
good.
I mean, Bad Bunny, Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Let's see. I know the Red Hot Chili Peppers must have played the
Did
Super
they?
Bowl at a certain point.
Probably.
They feel like a
Probably
band that
not
would
with.
have.
Yeah, probably not with socks on their wieners though.
Probably,
Can you
yeah.
imagine?
Oh, well, that reminds me, Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson,
Right.
obviously.
Yeah,
Man, I think that's it. That's all I can name off the top of my head. But
that's pretty good. I
yeah,
noticed you left out Kid Rock.
Kid Rock did play. Yeah, he did he play at the Super Bowl? He played for the Super Bowl at a different location. He's the first Super Bowl halftime act to not be allowed into the stadium.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah, he played in like a parking lot, probably of like a Vons or something.
It that whole thing is a little bit kind of like we're not going to prom. We're gonna have our own prom. Like, like it's kind of like,
Yeah,
yeah, we're doing our own thing because we don't actually like vibe with the mainstream.
yeah, but it's the prom if you've already like graduated high school several years ago, but you're still trying to date like a high school girl, maybe.
Yeah,
All the clips from it
exactly.
that I saw were so very sad and weird.
I gotta watch it. Honestly, that's something I gotta find online and watch through.
I mean,
I heard it was pretty bad.
I'm gonna find the Creed one that you mentioned, but the
Yeah.
clips that I saw of Kid Rock, and I don't know and the other names of the quote unquote artists that performed there at the TPUSA halftime show. I just can't imagine missing Bad Bunny's halftime show to witness that.
Yeah, there were definitely some younger people there that were like, "Man, I wish my mom didn't make me come to this." Like it kind of looked like church almost. Like
Yeah,
like, "Oh man, I wish we weren't here right now." I did see some pretty bad dancing. That's all I remember. That's all I saw from the Kid Rock halftime show was some like
I
kind of
imagine so.
yeah.
Just offbeat, dancing on the chick.
It was JD Vance and Usha Vance, and he had his arms around her, and they both looked incredibly uncomfortable, and they were trying
Mm,
to rock out to Kid Rock. Anyways,
terrible. Who knew that Kid Rock would still be around in the year 2026, the year of our
I
Lord?
know, I know.
Oh, that's pretty good. I think you named, I don't know, four or five. I feel like that should be a bonus point. I don't handle the scoring. I don't know who does, but I feel like you named a couple good ones. You didn't
Yeah.
mention Beyonce though. That's a really good Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good one.
Now
Do
that
I maybe I get one subtracted for missing
yeah, I
her?
feel like the Beehive is gonna come for you. Maybe they'll show up on Sunday to your show just to just set you straight.
I mean, I don't care if they buy tickets. I'm totally fine with that. They
Yeah,
can heckle me for an hour.
yeah. Beehive, listen up. He actually specifically before we recorded, he was like, I hate Beyonce. So
Yeah, and I also hate Taylor Swift. So if there's any Swifties that want to come out,
oh
yeah,
You're in
and
trouble
tell me
now,
what's
sir.
what.
yeah.
You are in
After you
trouble.
buy a ticket and some merch, say
Specifically.
it to
Oh,
Milan
I would
Patel.
hate that. Oh, I would hate that so
That would
much.
make him furious. And you could Venmo him a tip. What? Terrible.
Yeah, that would really stick it to me.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving. Question number 4: Who is on the $2 bill?
That's a tough one. Okay. Andrew Jackson? Or is that
That's a really good guess. The answer is Thomas Jefferson.
Ah! I have a good story about a $2 bill. I was working front desk at a motel and I was not happy to be working that job, and a guy, the customers were terrible, and one time a guy came in, he was like, "Hey, I need to use the phone. Can you give me change for a $2 bill?" And I was like, "I'm not taking that. Sorry. Like, I'm not. I don't. We don't take $2 bills." And he was like, "You have to take this. This is legal tender." And I was like, "Listen, I don't take $2 bills. Like, that's just a rule that I have. I don't even know
Wow.
where I would put it in the register. Honestly, like, we
Yeah.
don't have a slot for that." And he was furious, and
Oh,
I'm glad I stood my ground. I don't take $2 bills.
wow. Okay, so for anybody coming to the show on Sunday, you can
Mm-hmm.
pay him, but not in $2 bills.
I won't accept it.
Do vending machines, can you use a $2 bill in a vending machine? Do we know?
I want to say no because vending machines are pretty explicit about being like, we take ones, fives, and tens, and that's it.
Yeah,
Or it'll be like, so
no,
I
I'm
feel like
curious.
I think if you put a $2 bill in a vending machine, it would literally explode.
All right, well now I'm tempted. I have a bunch saved because there was a barista job that I worked. Like I said, I got a really valuable degree. So I worked a lot of barista jobs, and this guy would always tip us in $2 bills. He's like, "You got to
Yeah.
save that, sweetheart. It's going to be worth a lot someday." And I'm like, "Okay, but I have to pay rent now." So I have some
He's
$2.
paying Yeah, he's paying you in $2 bills, $1 Sacagawea coins, and then
Yeah.
50-cent coins. That's the only
Yeah.
tender he has.
Yeah. I'm like, "Do you have any Bitcoin?" It's probably that would be a lot better.
Yeah, he doesn't know what it's worth. He's like, all right, 1 Bitcoin. All right.
That'd be great. All right, so our man Thomas Jefferson is the answer. Friend of the pod, probably.
Friend of the pod, yeah. Yeah,
American
gotta be
hero.
Jefferson. We all
Yeah.
love Jefferson.
Yep. All right, this is a good one. This is a question near and dear to my heart. What instrument does Animal play in the Muppets?
Anil plays the drums.
Yes.
He's gotta play the drums, of course.
Yeah.
I almost said guitar. I would have looked like a
Well,
huge
for a
idiot.
second, I pictured him like jamming out too, but it is the drums. Do you have a
Yeah.
favorite Muppet?
I don't have a favorite. I do love the Muppets, or like I was much more acquainted with all the different Muppets when I was younger, and
Sure.
I can't recall all the weird ones. I mean, I love Kermit. Obviously, we all love Kermit. Sorry, I sound like Trump. We all love Kermit. We all love him, and Piggy.
He likes calling people
Um,
piggy, so
he likes
that's
calling people Piggy. Yeah, we hate Piggy, but we love Kermit. I don't know why he's with her. Um, he could do much better. Who else do I like? Oh, I like the Swedish Chef. Is he? That's a Muppet, right?
Yeah.
I confuse Muppets with Sesame Street sometimes, so I don't remember which ones are
Oh, yeah, that's a
which.
good point. I think Sari might have froze.
Yes, I think she did.
Or
It's a good freeze frame though. She's smiling.
yeah, looks beautiful. Oh, and you're
okay. You
back.
guys, I'm back.
Okay.
With all the
Uh,
Muppet talk, I just like took a moment to zone out thinking about the Muppet.
Sorry if you might have cut out for a lot of it. I did a really good Trump impression. I'll go ahead and do that for you again, just so that you can
I
hear it.
actually really liked it. I was like, "Do you?" I was going to ask if you do that in your act.
No, I
I
don't. I
feel
think
like you should.
there's maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Maybe bust it out for Chandler. It's always an interesting vibe in Arizona. You never know.
Yeah, yeah, maybe they would like it.
All right, this is a good one. Sixth question: where is the Mona Lisa located?
This is a trick question because I know it's in the Louvre,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if it's been transported since then. So
Oh,
I'm gonna say the Louvre.
yeah, that is correct. Ding, ding,
Great.
ding.
There's a robbery at the Louvre last
Yeah,
year. It was crazy. Did you hear about that?
yes, that was really wild.
The On the way out, one of the guys dropped a crown.
What?
They stole a crown, but the guy dropped it on the way out.
Not a true king.
Not a
Yeah.
true king, but I think they're still at large. So if you see anybody wearing a crown in France, that might be the guy.
I thought they had caught the people that did this.
Yeah, maybe, I think you're right. Actually, I think they did
That was
catch him.
such a crazy story.
Yeah, they like pretended to be
Bad.
construction guys, I think, and so they rented construction equipment and then like
Yes.
got a ladder into the second floor of the Louvre. It's pretty cool. I'm glad people are still doing art heists. I think
I
like
love it. I think
yeah,
I thought it was very exciting. A nice break from all of the horrible news. I mean,
yeah.
you know, don't don't steal art, but exciting. It's nice to have some like more fun and lighthearted news every once in a while.
I mean, I honestly, yeah, do steal art. I want people to be focused more on that than what's going on. So,
That would be actually a nice break. No, you're right.
bank, bank robberies, art heists. I'm okay with it as long as nobody gets hurt.
Yeah. No, that's the kind of resistance we like to see. I also like that because I've seen there's somebody I followed on Instagram. They're like, if you're wearing a yellow, like a reflective vest, you can pretty much get away with anything. And they were setting up benches in public spaces, which is like
Yeah,
obviously, a huge crime. But they're just like, yeah, if you're wearing a vest, you can do anything. I
right.
was like, told my husband, I was like, baby, we need to get some yellow reflective vests and we can just go around the neighborhood like setting up all kinds of like benches and chairs. They're like, God forbid a homeless person should
I
sit
know.
down here.
That is a funny example. It'd be like, you can do whatever you want. You could even do
Yeah.
construction. It's like,
It's
okay,
so
yeah,
funny.
Clipboards. If you have clipboards, you can use those as well. You look very important.
that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, you could be a doctor. You could get away with a lot. Yeah.
Wow. You guys are giving me some really great ideas. I do love sneaking into places. Mine is carrying a box. If you're carrying a box, usually people are just like, yeah, go ahead. You're bringing that backstage. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's true. You can get into places carrying a box for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like I was told to bring these to the south entrance, and they're like, "Oh yeah," or do you guys need more?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's a
they're like,
hot.
you you idiot, this is the west entrance. It's
Yeah,
like, go ahead.
yeah. That's when you bust out your improv skills and you just go along with it. All right, I have another question. I believe a softball question for you. Who invented the telephone?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Another.
Easy.
Yeah. See, I do think maybe the first one, the pie question. I feel like that may be a little tricky.
Yes,
For,
in
for folks
hindsight,
who for folks
that
who
was
didn't
the
spend their
hardest
high school
question.
career memorizing pi.
I would answer a question about the food pie. I think I would be good at something like that, but the mathematical pie, not so much.
Do you have a favorite pie?
I do. Well, I have a few. I weirdly I just love pumpkin pie. I know it's not the best pie, but it's what I grew up eating at Thanksgiving. It's the first
Sure.
pie I ever had. So I know people think pumpkin pie is not good, but I have a soft spot for it.
All right. So that's another hot tip for people coming to the show. They can bring you some pumpkin pie if they.
Really, any baked good would be welcome. I'll eat anything. So if you're trying to poison me, if you're like a weird stalker, like just so you know, it'll work. I'll eat whatever you bring it. So
Yeah, that's a
yeah.
great policy to have. This is a good comedy related question. Number 8. What was the name of David Chappelle? This says David Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, I guess this
Formal.
formal. I know they know him personally. What was the name of Dave Chappelle's first comedy special?
Ah man, I I think I think Killing Him Softly was his second special.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? I don't know. I don't remember what the first one was.
That might be because his first special was Killing Them Softly.
Ah, damn it.
Dang.
I feel like points for that
That was
because
just
you knew the name. You just you doubted.
yeah. I know. I shouldn't have doubted myself.
I
For some
actually
reason,
I
yeah.
remember that because I remember, speaking of stealing art, to our previous question, I remember illegally downloading that from like Kazaa or whatever the like third or fourth generation.
LimeWire.
Yeah, I was like, it's not Napster, but one of those like
Yeah.
just ripping that and watching that on the family computer. And then my mom being like, how come the computer's running so slow? And I'm like, Mom, this is so funny.
Check this out. It's really blurry
Yeah.
too. She's like, what is that? I can't even see what that
Yeah,
is.
just somebody like bootlegging, filming it from the front.
Yeah.
All right. Number 9. What is the capital of Louisiana?
The capital of Louisiana. Gosh. I don't know. Is it New Orleans?
No, it should be though. The answer is Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
Oh.
Yep.
I knew it was
And
French sounding.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was always like a weakness of mine in school. I was terrible at like memorizing the state capitals.
Yeah,
I
that is
yeah.
a tough one.
I should have told you guys that before I agreed to do this podcast.
I mean, I still think you're crushing it. Have you ever been to Louisiana? Any part like for comedy or anything?
No, but I'd love to go. I'd love to go just to visit, even not to do comedy because I no, I've never been.
It's a I was going to say fantastic city. Speaking of New Orleans, wonderful city, but I know they just are probably recovering from Mardi Gras this week. I wonder if that's why they picked Louisiana for this one. I'm sure New Orleans is recovering right now from
I,
lots of partying.
I want to do the traditional Mardi Gras. There's like an Anthony Bourdain No Reservations episode where he does like the real Mardi Gras, where it's like just like actual rednecks in New Orleans doing the traditional version of it, and it
Oh,
looks really really cool. Yeah,
I'll
people
have
dress up.
to I'll have to find that too. That sounds really fun. I haven't
It's
been there
pretty.
for Mardi Gras, but I've been to New Orleans and it's fantastic city. Really amazing.
I heard
Haven't
there's
put
a lot of parades and ghosts.
Yeah, and probably you could find some pie there. I know they have some good baked goods.
Yeah, a beignet.
Yes, I'm trying to think of. I think it's just king cake is like the food for Mardi Gras. That's good.
What is king cake?
Just some delicious pastry, and it has like a baby hidden in it. They bake a little
uh,
baby in it, and I think if you find the little plastic baby, it's like good luck or something. Maybe somebody
okay.
can fact check that for me if they are listening to this and maybe yelling at their screen like this woman is just making up facts about New Orleans.
Well,
Um,
now I'm gonna go to New Orleans and every food I eat, hey, there's not a baby in this, is there? Because I'll eat it.
you're like
Like
my favorite
I'll
is when food has babies in it.
Do you? Where's the? Yeah, where's the dessert with the baby in it?
Just out of context, really horrible.
Okay,
All right. 10th and final question. What model number of iPhone did Apple skip?
I know this one. I have
I
to
do
know this one.
not know this one.
9.
Yeah. Yeah. Brilliant.
Nice.
Nice. Because I remember the 8, and then they wanted to, for some reason they wanted to script. Everyone always wants to skip to the X, to the
Yeah.
10 or whatever. I feel like it's been done before too.
Yeah.
Not a
I
lot of
don't
love for the number 9.
why is that?
I
I
don't know.
didn't know that one.
Shoot, now I'm going to want to Google that.
I know.
Yeah, do we have a fact checker? Does anyone know if any of what I'm saying is
It does,
correct?
it does say that though, that it went from 8 to iPhone X to celebrate the original 10th year, but no explanation why. I
Yeah.
also feel like I had like an iPhone 6 for many, many years
That
until
was a
like
good
it
yeah,
was good, but it got to a
that was a
point
good
where I was
phone.
like, oh, I can't use this anymore. It was like you can't load anything on it. Like I couldn't update stuff on it, and then I like very begrudgingly upgraded to a phone, and I'm hoping to have that for another 12 years or so.
Me too. I as much as I think technology is cool and stuff, like I am the type of person where it's like whatever car I have or phone I have, I just want it to run for 20 years. I don't want to have to like buy a
Mhm.
new one or like get the new features or anything like
Yeah,
that. So I'm hoping my phone lasts me until hopefully the world ends or something like that.
yeah. From your mouth to God's ears. May our phones all last through the apocalypse and cell phone towers work.
Yeah, hopefully.
Um, well, I think you did pretty well. You got 6 out of 4. That's pretty good.
Pretty.
gotta brush up.
You don't sound excited. I mean,
Well,
I
no,
think I'm more
you
excited than you.
you should be excited. You got to brush up on your pie a little bit.
I know.
Um, maybe before the show on Sunday, you could memorize a few more digits of pie.
That's gonna be for like
No
the people that
pressure.
listen to this podcast and come to the show. They're like, do the pie. You said you
Yeah.
would. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right.
Do it in your Kermit voice too. We liked that. Or it was Trump. Sorry, it was Trump talking about Kermit, but it's still
Yeah.
delightful. Well, I think you crushed it. I hope you
Thank you.
feel successful in there. You were able to
I
name
do.
Creed as a Super Bowl act, which is news to me. I didn't know that we ever suffered through that as a country.
Hey, do you ever think you're gonna get some cool information like that on this podcast?
I mean, I had a feeling. That's why we have the good to know, get to know, and now it's gotta go. You just perfectly
Oh,
segued us into that. So you have, I love the name of your show is Milan and Enemies, but you told me what is the new working title of the show?
for the following shows, regardless of where I do them in any city, it will be Milan Patel and the enemies of my enemies because the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I love it. I love it. So we got a show this Sunday
Yeah.
on February 22nd. If people haven't seen you before, what can you tell them about your stand-up or this show?
It's just fun. It'll be really silly. It'll be really stupid. I won't make fun of anybody or be mean to anybody. You can feel comfortable sitting in the front row. I'll be nice to everybody and I'll make everybody laugh and it'll be a good vibe. My shows are a good vibe. That's
Yeah,
what I can tell you.
I can definitely see that. I love watching your clips. It seems like it is good vibes. I feel like
Yeah.
that's a really good guarantee, you know? Like come to the show, it's going to be silly and fun. You're not going to feel like crap. You're not going to get picked on.
It'll be
Sadly that seems like a big ask for comedy now.
yeah, I know. I'm just like, hey, I'm not funny, but like you won't get your feelings hurt, I promise.
Yeah.
No, it'll be a great show. It's going to be awesome. I have AV Reina as
Yeah.
a local comic in Phoenix, and she's going to be opening for me. And there, I might have a special guest as well.
Awesome. AV is great. AV hosts our roast battle league, and she's a
Nice,
badass. Yeah, she's very good.
awesome.
Is there anything else you want to mention before we wrap up?
Yeah, I if you know anybody in other cities, like whether you live in Phoenix or you have friends that live in other cities, I'm doing lots of shows this year. You can go to my website milanpatelcomedy.com. And you can just see all my tour dates. I'm going to be doing another mic drop in San Diego on March 5th. So if you're in San Diego or you know anybody in San Diego, tell them to go to my mic drop show over there.
I love it. And if people are not already following you on social media, what's the best one to follow you? Do you use TikTok or what's the
Yeah,
vibe?
do Instagram at Milan Patel. Okay, it's right there. You can see it here
Perfect.
on the
It's
bottom.
beautiful. Nick is crushing it. It's great. It was so fun talking with you. We're so excited to have
Yeah.
you coming to Chandler. Thank you so much for making time, especially on your moving day.
Oh no, yeah. Thank you. This is awesome. I hope
This has
some
been
people watch
great.
it and come to the show.
Yes, that would be so great. Well, thank you so much. And
Oh,
Oh, I think Sari cut out.
Siri cut out for a second. We'll let her come back and
It will do a clean.
a clean cut. This is the fun part. This is a waiting game. Oh, there we go. Okay.
oh, what happened?
It just cut out for a second. So if you want to bring us back out, you were starting to say thank you for having us and that whole thing.
Um, and action. Yeah. It's been great talking with you. I'm so excited. And make sure you check out Milan Patel and Enemies and of Enemies. I hope I got that right. It's going to be this Sunday, February 22nd at Mic Drop in Chandler. I'm Sari Beliak. I've been your host. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.